In this video, we'll learn how to easily share one file or an entire folder in Google Drive. So in our last video, we showed how to take photos or videos from a phone or tablet and upload those into Google Drive. So we moved our files into the cloud, and now I'm on a Chromebook and I can look at those same files because I navigated to that same folder. So we're really trying to stay organized. Now, if I look at my files here, these photos, they're a little bit hard to see. So I'm going to click on Grid View so I have a nice thumbnail and I can see what I'm working with. Now, there's a few things you can do here. I'm going to double click on Chuck Norris and got to share this meme, how the virus is on quarantine. So I'm going to click on these three dots. I'm going to click on Share. And before you just grab that link, just take a look here. It says anybody at Camas School District with the link can view. That means people have to log in. So that's fine if you're working with students that really do know their login, but that does mean that if you send this to parents, they will not be able to see it. So I'm going to change those permissions. I'm going to click on this little arrow here and go to More. And I tend to choose this second option. I could make it public on the web so anybody can find it and view it, but I'm going to make it so if they have the link, they don't have to sign in, but they still can see my information. And I need to hit Save. And now you just want to make sure here it says anybody with the link can view. So I'm going to copy that link. And now I can paste this in an email and share it. I can paste it in Google Classroom, or I can also send it to all of my students and parents in Skyward. So I'm going to say done, and I'm going to go back. So another way to get to that same menu, if I want to share this image here, I could do a 2-finger click if I'm using a touchpad, or a right click if I'm using a mouse, and I can also get to that share. Be careful, there is a get shareable link, but that link is actually for your permissions. And this one I did already change to anybody with the link can view. Otherwise, the default would be anybody at Camas School District. So really be thoughtful of who you're sharing it with. And the next thing we're going to look at is what type of access you're giving them. So we did look at how to share individual files, but I could also share the entire folder. So let's say I asked all of my students to send me a photo of what they're doing while they're home or wherever they are, at least away from school. They could email you that picture. You could download it to this folder. And if you're sharing this folder here, anytime they click on the link that you're going to give them, they're going to see everything in this file. So that's a great way for kids to see what each other are doing. So I'm going to look at my permissions here. I'm going to right click. Let's right click and share. And so I can change it just like we did in the other ones. So anybody with the link can view. But let's look at that a little bit more closely. So anybody with the link can view. Now, if you were doing some collaboration with other staff members, you could give them all edit access. I'd be careful doing that with students, or you're not quite sure what they're going to add to the folder. Plus, they could also easily delete everything. So besides seeing who has access, it is important to see what type of access you are giving them. So I'm going to save that. I can copy this link and I could now email out this link. So anytime I add photos here, everybody's going to see anything that's in that folder. So I hope that helps too.